hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? I'm coming to you guys with the Bobby I Love You Purr reunion part 1 recap. Before I get started, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, let me know what y'all think about this video. This was such a waste of time. It's not even funny. So they started reunions that they try to stretch out in 3 parts by having them talking to Dresser about each other. So the intro, first of all, was so dramatic. We see everybody going into like the reunion camp or whatever, and then there's a small clip of Roller Ray talking about, I'm gonna use that on my channel, so get ready for that. Get ready for that. Just get ready. Okay, so they break off in their groups like they usually do, and we see Grandy talking to his group, talking about, they're like, oh, what you been up to? He like, oh, I've been making, my content, and people were trying to book with me. We're like, yeah, we know you've been scamming. We know what you do, Grandy. Okay, so then we see Rel, aka Savage, getting a haircut, and we see Soul and Colgate walk up in there. Savage gave them a fake out. He's like, hi, y'all look good. The only person, like, I feel like gives, like, really, really gives to me is Colgate. I love his aesthetic. Like, he's always put together to me. Savage is too. Like, don't get me wrong. But that's one person that sticks out to me that, like, they always give, like, aesthetic wise, like, you get what I'm saying, like they really do. So they just start catching up, talking about everything, and then we see Crouton and Miss Mama's. Props to your mama. So they all meet up, and Crouton head is so bigger when it comes to him being on this TV screen. It's giving Megamind. Like, Crouton head is big, and it's like Zeus be knowing what they be doing because they be zooming into his head. Like, they be like this, and I'm like, I'm like, y'all did not have to zoom in that much into that boy head. Like, y'all know what y'all doing, zooming into that boy head. So they start catching up, whatever, and they start talking about who they got beef with. So of course, Miss Mamas was like, oh yeah, so like I'm the talk of the town, and like every day I wake up, it's something new and everything. And Crouton is defending him. He's like, I'm not gonna let anybody run up on you, jump you, talk about you together all at once. So I'm gonna have your back, and that's gonna be that. And Miss Mamas was like, I don't need you to have my back. Like, Miss Mamas didn't really care or have the need to have Crouton really back him up like that. So then we see Island Boy and Hot Wheels talking, and Hot Wheels is surprised that Island Boy won. And next thing you know, Trax and Cash enter. Right, so they laughing and hugging and stuff, and you already see Cash laughing at Island Boy because y'all know what happens now. Okay, so Cash is already looking at Island Boy. He's just like, what's that, like, you happy you won? Yeah, but I'm still sucking that though. Yeah, it's still in my throat. Yeah. Because you see him just kind of looking at Island Boy like on some seductive type. So I'm like, y'all so shisty. Like, this whole cast is just trash. Trash. So then we see one of the groups, Grandy, Dingling, and Big Bird, and Rerun in one room. And I don't know who told Dingling that oversized grill in his mouth was really it, because he starts talking with that oversized grill in my head, like, so like that boy Red, I'm gonna beat his ass. The reason I'm gonna beat his ass, he be talking all that, bro. So like, he want to keep talking all that stuff. Next time I see him at this reunion stage, I'm popping him, babe, because like, he just be popping it. So the other day, he put online that him and his boyfriend, they got sticks. Why you talking about sticks if you ain't got sticks? My is a stick, it's big, you feel me? I could put in your butt or your vagine, but like, you ain't got the sticks, my nigga. Like, nah. I'm just like, take that grill out your mouth. Like, I can't even understand. We can't even understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. It was so irritating to me. Like, I don't know why he thinks that's like attractive. It's like nasty. It looks like he ate a whole bunch of caramel apples and it's just stuck all up in his mouth. So after that happens, we see Big Bird talking about his beef with Miss Mamas. This beef to me is so funny to me because we see Big Bird with the braided ponytail bra. Big Bird was like this. Big Bird Let me see. Big Bird was like this. Big Bird said, that boy Brady Ponytail was a swinging girl. I like Big Bird though. I feel like Big Bird out of all the cast is actually like a good person. So shout out to Big Bird and him still pursuing his music career because I think he's a good person. Okay, out of the whole cast, I think he's a good person. I think Trace is a good person. I think Colgate is a good person. It's just to name a few. I think that besides the show, like they're good people. So after that happens, he was like, "Oh, Miss Mama's overreacting because he was in a live, and I guess the people in the live was talking about Miss Mama's, and he felt like, why do you care if I'm in the live? Like, mind your business." And he exposed Miss Mama's tea that Miss Mama's was homeless, girl. That Miss Mama's didn't have a bed to sleep on. Okay, so I guess it's not props to your mama, and Miss Mama's needed a bed. Okay, so then Crouton is still talking to Miss Mom, talking about how he's gonna defend him. So then we see Island Boy talking about Bobby. So he's like, Bobby, he has a good heart. He has a good heart, but like, Bobby, like he's just too much, and it's just too toxic. And you guys curved one, okay? You guys curved one. So he's basically making it seem like they curved a bad one, and that Mr. Hobby Lights, in the words of Miss Wet Wet, was basically causing a whole lot of trouble. And he basically telling the cast they should be glad they didn't get picked, blah blah blah, all that type of stuff, right? But we all know now that you was over there pounding Cash's Big Debbie cakes into smithereens, and that's why you telling them that, okay? So then we see Rerun. He was saying why he felt like he didn't win. He was like, oh, he didn't put in a lot of more effort than Island Boy, and that Bobby wanted to try something new and blase, 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 right? At the end of the day, Bobby should have just picked Demetri and called it a day, okay? It would have saved him a whole lot of headache, a whole lot of lives, and a whole lot of leaking numbers of his numbers getting leaked. Okay, so then we see Demetri. Demetri looked like they just picked him off the streets of Miami. I told y'all that from watching the trailer. I could just see it. They had to drive to Miami, pick him up from the streets where they dropped him off the last time, because that's where he left the show. And he just got from one of them consignment shops in Miami. He got the Miami tourist clothes on, the shirt with the Suki shirt on, and then with the shorts on. It looked like he's been growing his hair out. I'm like, Dimitri, you got too much going on. So they pick him up, and then they start walking him to Jason Lee's trailer. He's knocking on the trailer. He's just like, oh, I'm scared. Like, I'm scared. So he's just like, so the reason why these boys, they're mad at me is because like they were really, intimidated by me. They didn't really give me a chance. So they're saying that they felt like they were being talked down on. I feel like I wasn't given a chance. No, I wasn't. I wasn't given a chance. So he's telling all this to Jason Lee. Jason Lee's just like, so are you scared? So you're gonna wear this to the reunion? It looks like Suki's falling off. So y'all, he has Suki pictures on his shirt. I guess he thought that was gonna eat. I don't know what Dimitri was thinking, but he just looked a mess. Like he just looked a mess. Like he didn't even try, because I think he knew that like a lot of the boys was gonna jump on him. So thank God he didn't really try his best and try to give, because his clothes or whatever he would have thought he would have been bringing would have got torn and eaten up. So thank God he didn't do that. Okay. So then after that happens, they just keep talking to each other about what they could expect for the reunion, and then the whole time I'm thinking Jason Lee's probably looking like, oh my God, what did I get into to be doing this mess, sitting with this white boy who looks like this, talking about crap. Oh, Jesus. So then Bobby and Roland Ray meet, you guys. Bobby's outfit is giving YZMA off of Cusco's Cruise, okay? Cusco's Groove, okay? With the shirt. Look at it. Very much Cusco's Groove. Tries, Bobby. That outfit had 2 layers, split in between, just with the shoulder pads, leaning girls. So he came in there. He's talking to Roller Ray. He's talking about Jameson and Miss Mama's, and about how Miss Mama saying that he claimed that he was sleeping with half the cast, like Rerun, just a whole bunch of the dudes. Because you guys know, if you guys weren't paid attention to. The reason why he called out Miss Mamas, if you guys don't follow the blogs and keep up with my videos, which most of you guys do, Miss Mamas was basically talking bad about Bobby, saying that like, oh, basically he slept with most of the boys and he could have slept with Rerun if he wanted to. Okay, he basically said, you know, he could have had him some Rerun, and he could have took a Rerun off of Rerun's tracks. You feel me? So that's why Bobby has a huge beef with Miss Moms. And you already know Jameson was sleeping with the handler. Okay, so he made that big reveal too to Roland Ray. He was just like, so like I gave him rent money, I paid for all his bills, I paid for his sneakers. And then Rolly Ray was like, sneakers? Hey, you pay for his sneakers? Hey, Bobby. And I'm like, sneakers, not Snickers. Rolly Ray, not Snickers. So why? I don't know why Bobby. This is the thing, we got to be careful being in the community. You got to be careful to not be manipulated by these mass trades that think that they trade, but really they gross. Because they're going to try to use you for your coins. And they're going to try to use you for what's in your purse. You hear me? So I feel like Island Boy really used Bobby for as long as he did for the coins, for the cointadas. Okay, he was in a bad space in his life. He said he just got fired, so he needed Bobby, you know, to supply him and to what's the song Tierra Marie me? I need a sponsor. Okay, in the words of Tierra Marie, I need a sponsor. Like Bobby was his sponsor. That's what I think. Okay, so then after that happens, of course, Bobby reveals to Runaway, he's just like, yeah, guess what? He was sleeping with the handler. And guess what? I got all the receipts. I got all the receipts right here. I got all the receipts. Mind y'all, this is my script. He was like, I got all the receipts. So then Runaway's like, we got exposed Island Boy. Yeah, it's not gonna be a breeze for Island Boy. It's not. No. So then they all leave or whatever. And then we get to Jason Lee and Claudia. Here's my thoughts on Jason Lee in this reunion. Horrible host. Don't ever make Jason Lee the host again. Y'all might as well have Guy Armand. Like, how could you be the host and producer of the show if you're not going to get it in control? What you should have did is not have these boys come all out at once. Period. You're the executive producer, so you could call the shots. Whether Lemmy likes it or not, you could have told Lemmy, like, hey, if you're going to have them all walk out at once, Claudia could do it by herself. I'm not doing it. Because guess what's going to happen? The moment they all get out there on the stage, they're going to start getting hit one by one. What these dating shows do, you guys, is when they get eliminated, they do the people that got eliminated the latest first the earliest first come out first, and the people that got eliminated the latest come out later. That's what dating shows do. Flavor of Love did it. I Love New York, all them dating shows. You don't just bring out everybody on the stage. It just don't make any sense. So whatever. That happened or whatever. Her Jason Lee and Claudia talking, and I don't know why Claudia agreed to this, because she's so much like more up there than Jason Lee. I'm not up there, but more up there than Zeus and just the whole Bobby thing. So I don't know why she agreed to it, but get your change, Claudia. They paid her a mean coin to do the show. So they just started talking about the show, blase, and then catching up about the how all the fights are gonna happen and how it's gonna be crazy. So when we get to the stage, mind you, like I said, stupid as heck. They put all of them on the stage at once. Dumb, 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 da dum dum, da dum dum dum, da dun dun, da dun dun. That's so I'm sorry. So they all get there on stage, and the first person who runs up, Island Boy runs up on Dimitri, which I'm like, why are you still beating on that white boy? You know he can't really fight like that, Island Boy. You're just like, at this point, you need to run up on Bobby or run up on Rerun or something, because it's like us seeing Dimitri get beat up doesn't really give. And then we see Miss Mamas fighting Cash. Miss Mamas runs up on Cash, and then Cash looked like he hit him though, but Miss Mamas like, you missed. You missed, and you missed. In the words of New York, and you missed. Fabulous. And I like fabulous. You know, when they threw the show at New York, Miss Mamas hit us with one of those. And then Dingaling ends up running on Savage. First of all, Savage, I live for Savage fashions, right? Because I think he's one of the Bobby boys that knows how to dress, right? But it looked like he was going to Easter Sunday service. Like, I don't know what he was wearing with the yellow coat, vest, pants. it just wasn't it. And Savage knows how to dress, so I was really disappointed. I was really disappointed, you guys. And I'm like, wait a minute, Savage. Who dressed you for this reunion? Maybe it was his boyfriend, the Zaddy Carnivorous dude. So then, after that happens, um, we see them all backstage. So they all go backstage or whatever. We see Savage backstage. And then during on the stage, right, it looks as if Savage hit Diggling with a lamp. Somebody got hit with a lamp because I heard somebody lamp. All I heard was, oh my God, we hitting people with lamps. So I'm like, what really happened? Like, we didn't really get to see the correct camera angles of the fights because there was too much fights going on at once. But we did see Savage backstage, right? And he almost fell off his chair. He was like, oh, my bad. Don't air that. Let me tell you something. One thing about reality TV, if you do something embarrassing and you say don't air that, they're going to make sure they note that and they're going to air it because it's embarrassing. So the moment he said that, I was like, yep, they're going to air it. They're going to air it. And Zeus, y'all messed up. If I was Savage, this is what I would have did. I would have fell back and be like, oh, my back. Oh, my God, let me. And I would have got me a cute lawsuit. I would have got more of a settlement that Amber Ali did off of Zeus. Quit playing, allegedly. So then after that happens, we see Roland Ray come back. Everybody comes back on stage. And then Dimitri ran up. I don't know if he got a mojito from Miami. He got like a mojito drink from Miami and splashed it. You know, he did a baptism on somebody, splashed it on somebody and got them wet. And then they had to escort him off stage because they're like, oh my God, Dimitri, what are you doing? Oh my God, what are you doing? So then Roland Ray finally comes back on stage because they calm everybody down. Savage goes back on stage. Savage ended up calling his boyfriend backstage. She's like, babe, guess what? First fight, we all fighting. Like the first minute. Crazy. Right? So the producer's like, yeah, babe, like you got to hang up. You got to go back on stage or we're not going to give you your full check. We're going to give you only 50%. So he ends up going back on stage. We see Roland Ray come out. Roland Ray's just like, hey, guys, I really enjoyed doing this show. And these boys, like, they so great. And like, hi, Hot Wheels. Oh, you went all black like the Omen. And you know it. And I'm just like, you know, well, that Roland Ray, you're not even cool with Hot Wheels like that. So don't be trying to be fake with him like that. Like, that's the thing I don't like with Roland Ray. He be knowing people don't like him, be trying to poke at him, just like he had apologized to Young Miami, talking about to bury your dead baby daddy up. Like, you know that lady never gonna forgive you. So stop. Okay. So then they all start fighting again because they bring out Bobby. So, you know, Bobby comes out with the Cusco's Cruise Realness. He comes out with the Cusco's Cruise Realness. He boop, boop, boop. Comes out with the Cusco's Cruise Realness outfit. He shows it off. He comes out with two muscle dudes. They feed him alcohol and everything like that. And then next thing you know, Jason's like, oh, Dingling just fought Rel. And then he's like, why do you fought Rel? Rel's like, oh, because he's weird. And then Dingling, to me, he can't argue. That's why he always has to resort to fighting. Because verbally, he's just not there. Mentally, I don't think he's there either. But no shade. And he's like, yo, mama a weirdo. Yo, boyfriend a weirdo. Like, it's the yo mama jokes. Like, you don't have the swiftness and the skills, mama. That's why you always got to resort to somebody either having something or like you saying want to fight or unalive them because they don't know how YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's annoying. So after that happens, next thing you know, Jason got an attitude. This is how you know the show mess. Jason gets an attitude with Bobby because Island Boy and Bobby start getting into an argument. So Bobby's like, oh, I'm gonna expose you, Island Boy. I'm gonna expose you, Baze. So the Island Boy walks off stage and Bobby gets mad because he's like, oh, if y'all gonna halt production for him, I'm about to leave. Which I get him. I get what he was saying because at the end of the day, if y'all gonna halt production for him and he's he's supporting cast and Bobby's the main talent, I'm gonna feel some type of way if it's my show because it's like y'all making it seem like He's more important than me. But at the end of the day, Mr. Island Boy, you know, he was that girl. Okay, he was the girl of the show. So I think that kind of made Bobby a little jealous because he was like, "Wow, like I'm not that girl," and it's really Island Boy that's that main girl. It's not even Miss Mama's. It's really Island Boy. So then Jason Lee kept threatening to run off, and I'm like, "You supposed to be in charge." And then you keep threatening a runoff, keep threatening a runoff and stuff like that because everybody's keep talking over each other and blase, blase, blase. And then Crouton ends up running up on Dimitri. I don't like Crouton. Why you keep running up on Dimitri? I never had beef on the show. We never seen y'all beef online. It just seems as if you just want a moment. You just want to fight on TV to seem tough, to oppress the other Bobby boys. He's lame to me. Like, Crouton's like a big-headed lame to me. Like, what are you doing? Like, and out of everybody, you fight Dimitri? Really? But okay. And then Jason asks Bobby if he's drunk. This is where they get into the argument. So he's like, "Are you drunk, Bobby?" Bobby's like, "No. First of all, don't ask me nothing like that on TV. Why you do that? Why you do that?" And I'm like, it's like that. Why y'all arguing and y'all both part of production? So then Bobby's like, "I'm always gonna stay like this too much, this too much." So then Jameson ends up coming back, aka Island Boy ends up coming back. And then Jameson's Island Boy's just like, sit down. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk all about it. And then Bobby's like, "Okay, cool, but don't run up on me like that. Don't do that. Don't do that." Right? So Bobby's like, "I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna expose all you do with the handler. With the handler." He starts yelling in his face. It looked like he was about to eat up Island Boy's mouth for dinner. He just starts yelling in his face, yelling in his face, yelling in his face. And they start getting into it. Jameson's just like, "Buzz Bobby, because Bobby called him Miss Gra. Okay, so he was like, "Miss Gra." Bobby's like, "Miss Gra, Miss Gra." He's like, "Yeah, oh yeah, Miss Bobby, Butch Bobby, Butch Bobby." They just start going back and forth, and it ends up cutting there. I hate when Zeus does this. Like I say, I knew to do better with y'all reunion. Stop bringing everybody all at once. It's irritating. It's stupid. It don't make sense. Shout out to Bobby's Cusco's Crew reunion outfit because it gave. Okay, let me know what you guys think about this reunion. Leave your comments down below. Y'all know this is the most anticipated reunion in a minute. All right, entertainers. I'm out. Leave your comments down below. We're up, babies.
No personal thing.